So in a survival world, you need food, and with the expensive villagers, you also need emeralds. So how about we combine those two and make them into one single farm? Here today, I'll be showing you the best farm for 1.20 that makes you food and emeralds. Alright, so this is just an infinite food farm. It's pretty basic. However, if you add these two villagers on the side, you can have as many as you want, as many little as you want. You can then trade feathers for emeralds once you reach the rank of expert in these Fletchers. And if you're like, wait, 24 feathers for one emerald is quite expensive. That's like a lot of time per emerald, right? You can just cure these with zombies. Everyone's seen that been done 100 times. Spawn a zombie, then let it kill this villager, but make sure you're in hard mode so it actually does that. And then when this is a zombie villager, then you just hit it with a weakness potion and make it eat a golden apple, and then your prices are reduced. See, I've already done this once, I reduced it by 5 feathers. Do it a few more times and you're there. So let's just get on to how you build this thing, and then you can get on your merry way and get some free emeralds. So, how we're going to build this is we're going to have a few blocks up. Doesn't really matter how many. We can just dig into the ground if needed. We're going to make a little enclosure for these nice little chickens that we're going to have in here. And we're going to spawn a whole bunch of them. But first we need to make sure that we have a thing down. I think my game just crashed. But first we're going to add a hopper down at underneath them. And this can go straight down into a dispenser. We're going to do this, and we're going to add a hopper down like that. Add a cage around that dispenser. We're going to add glass because then we can see what's going on inside. We're going to need lava, and we're going to need a slab. We're just going to use a polished andesite like this. Add the walls, and then add the roof like that. So this dispenser will throw the eggs that the chickens create, and it will spawn a baby chicken like there are in here. And then when the chickens grow up, they will hit the lava and die to the lava and give us that sweet cooked chicken. And we're just going to add 2 different double chests like this, and that should be plenty of storage for the time being. Then what we're going to want to do is get our chickens in here. You can lead them up here, then just breed them. We're just going to spawn a whole bunch of them until they start dying to entity cramming. There we go. Spread them around. We can spawn a few more, but for all intents and purposes, that's completely fine. Then behind this dispenser rather, we're going to have a comparator coming out of it, and we're just going to have a redstone clock that detects whenever an item is in here, and it's just going to fire the dispenser like that. So if we put an item here, you can see it detects it. It will go through this repeater. You need this repeater here for the delay, and then it will go into the target block. That will then power the dispenser. This also needs to be going into the comparator, so we can't just have a redstone repeater into a block. That will work for 1 tick, but it won't work for multiple. It will just lock up the system. So that's why this needs to be a target block. And there we have it. We have the chicken farm all created and done. These chickens will lay eggs. The eggs will go in here. We can add some eggs. And eventually there will be a baby chicken. It will grow up. It will get burnt by the lava. And the contents will go in the chest. Pretty sick. Then all you have to do is add the villagers onto the side. Make sure they're Fletchers and level them up to expert. And then you can get the feather trade. That's everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you next time for another guide. I'll see you next time for another video. Bye bye.